Hello TCR friends, I am Karen Dupree with Triangle to Coast Realty, and today for our market update we are joined with the Fuquay-Varina Mayor, Mayor Massengill. How are you?
Doing good, I hope you are. And just call me Blake today, more casual.
I will do that, Blake. Thank you for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got to where you are today?
Yes, I've lived in Fuquay-Varina nearly all my life, and I was first elected to the town board 10 years ago as commissioner, and elected as the youngest mayor in Fuquay-Varina about 3 years ago. And I have a wonderful wife and two sweet little children at home, a little 6-year-old little girl and an 8-year-old little boy.
Awesome. Well, glad to have you. I know one of the things, the first times that I've encountered you was for the Christmas parade, and you had on your fun suit with your son, too. So I remember that and your fun.
You know, you got to have fun in this business
you
right
do,
here.
your Christmas suit. So I have a couple of questions for you today, just to give us a perspective of what the market is doing here from your seat and what it looks like and the trajectory of things that we may see for the future with the growth that we have. Okay?
Sounds great.
I've got to put my glasses on. As someone who has witnessed Fuquay-Varina's growth firsthand, how can you share some insights into how the town has evolved over the years and what factors contributed to this expansion?
Yeah. So we're fortunate in Fuquay-Varina to be located in southern Wake County. And just like all of Wake County, Fuquay-Varina is booming. Lots of people are moving here. You know, when Mom and Dad first moved here when I was 2 years old, we had 2,000 people back then. And now we have nearly 45,000. And so growth has brought us a lot of great opportunities. We've been able to invest in our transportation network. We have a lot of projects coming along. Our Parks and Rec system. Fuquay-Varina has over 20 parks and over 500 acres of parkland. And so soccer is the most popular sport for little kids right now. And so we're fortunate to have a growing opportunity here in our town.
Absolutely. It's certainly bringing a lot of people for the things and the recreations and things that you can do as a couple or as with your kids and just all of those aspects.
We're no sleepy little secret town anymore.
No, we're not. I remember as a child growing up that Fuquay was really pretty much the roses that was in town, and that's been a long time ago that was here. So I'm certainly excited with you for the growth. As a realtor in Fuquay-Varina, I often hear from clients about the town's appeal. What do you think is the qualities or amenities are the best appeal that's bringing people? I know you mentioned the parks, but is there any other aspects that you think are what truly are bringing people to this area?
Well, in Fuquay-Varina, our tagline is "We're a dash more," hence the dash in the name. And so Fuquay-Varina has lots of things that makes us be a dash more than everybody else. We have two downtowns, the Fuquay side and the Varina side. We're fortunate to have restaurants at both those locations. We got a great brewery atmosphere, lots of new brewery businesses that are here in Fuquay-Varina. It's not uncommon on a Saturday to see lots of young families walk around our downtown, whether shopping at ice cream shops or a local boutique store or anything that a family may need.
Absolutely. There's something for everyone here.
Something for everyone in Fuquay-Varina.
You know, and this is not one of my questions, but can you give a little history? There's a lot of people that don't understand the whole Fuquay-Varina side that's separated by what I remember to be like a feed mill or something that was there and the railroad tracks. Can you give some little history in that to people just briefly to help people understand? Because, you know, a lot of people that are moving here are not necessarily from our state or moving for quite far away, and they don't know the difference that was two places at one time.
Yeah, so the Fuquay Springs, which were mineral springs that were known in the early 1900s to come and drink the water and had healing powers right there. And the Varina train station, we had a big tobacco market and a lot of trains that came through, and the Varina train station and the town of Fuquay Springs joined together, and hence Fuquay-Varina now.
Absolutely. I like that little history piece of it because for my whole life it's been Fuquay-Varina, right? There's been both of them. So
proud of it. A lot of us grew up calling it simply Fuquay, but we're one town, Fuquay-Varina.
Fuquay-Varina. With the continued influx of new residents, what initiatives or strategies is the town implementing to manage growth substantially and preserve its characters? With a lot of people, I know one big thing, and I know it's probably not on your desk to handle, but the amount of traffic and things that we endure here, which is only a sign of the amount of people that love to be in Fuquay. But what are some of the things that we're doing to improve some of those aspects when we do have a lot of growth?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, we're a booming, growing town. We've updated all of our land use plans, and that's for what type of developments we see whether it's residential or commercial. Our community transportation plan We have over 20 projects that are under construction or in the approval process right now with DOT so that we can work on our roads and expand those. And so Fuquay-Varina is fortunate to have these new roads that are coming, so relief is in the future for transportation and traffic issues. As you mentioned, the growing area, though, we have a lot of drive-through traffic, and that compounds it.
It absolutely does. Moving from Raleigh to some parts of Harnett County, or just on the other side, so to speak, of Fuquay. So let's see. With you being one of the youngest mayors in Wake County, what advice would you give to young leaders or someone that wanted to be involved here in our community to grow into a position or to be involved into our town and the things that they can do to assist?
Yeah, so one of my favorite things I get to do as mayor is visit with local schools, and whether it's reading to elementary age kids or giving a speech to high school kids about their career and what they want to do in the future, I always start and end with them that any one of them can be mayor of Fuquay-Varina. All it takes is being involved. And so when I say that is find a local board, find something you're passionate about, get involved with your community, whether it's the Chamber of Commerce, our Fuquay-Varina Downtown Association, a nonprofit, a church, or just be involved in your community. Don't sit at home and peck away on Facebook.
That's right, social media. So when you were a young lad, did you ever think about being a mayor? Was that in the cards?
So I don't know that I ever thought I would be mayor. I always liked politics. And I never forget in third grade, Mayor Alfred Johnson of Fuquay-Varina came and read to my class. And whichever kid first read 50 books got a crisp $50 bill. And that's a lot of money today, but when I was in third grade,
that was a lot.
That was a whole lot of candy I could buy with that money.
Absolutely.
And so I got to reading those books as hard as I could go. And I missed it by one book. A young lady by the name of Mary beat me in my class at Fuquay-Varina Elementary School. But,
yeah. I saw you recently on Facebook reading to those children, so maybe you're making the same imprint on someone that's going to be the next mayor one day like he did for you.
I hope so. I really hope they do.
So another question, often as an agent in the area and being a local real estate agent, we get asked about the schools, the parks, other communities, amenities. How is the town working to enhance those aspects of Fuquay? That's one of the big questions that people have with the amount of growth and the amount of permits that we have going on right now for new building. How was the schools? And I know that that's not a town thing, but where do you see that evolving to?
Yeah, so Fuquay-Varina has been fortunate. We've had a lot of new schools built in the past few years, and our growth has dictated that. We have a brand new high school, a second high school that's been fully renovated. We have a brand new middle school. The existing middle school is being rebuilt right now, and about 5 brand new elementary schools. And so the numbers justify that right here. And working with the county and showing them that information and advocating for Fuquay-Varina, they've really invested here. And from a park standpoint, we have a brand new community center north that's under construction. Mm-hmm. That is off of Hilltop Nemore Road. And that facility is going to bring a lot of amenities for our residents. Greenway trails and additional parks is something we continue to invest in. I mentioned soccer earlier. It's the #1 most popular youth sport, and our Fleming Loop Park offers a whole lot of ball fields and opportunities for kids right there.
Absolutely. And I think, hats off to you and to your board for kind of projecting that and seeing the growth instead of waiting to it occur to make plans for the growth. I think, you guys are on top of what is to come with the schools and the parks and putting us in the right position for those things. So thank you.
Thank you. It takes a lot of planning, and we've got a lot more we'd like to do, but we're constantly trying to plan for the future. Nothing happens overnight, but we're working hard toward it.
Absolutely. So some of my last questions is, owning a local business here in Fuquay-Varina gives you a unique perspective on the town's economic landscape. How do you see the business community evolving in the years to come? With new businesses like coming to the area, how do you see that? I mean, I know that everyone's super excited about the Target, and I could not get off this video without saying that because that made more social media posts than anything, I think. But do you see other things, or you've got any secrets or big things, that projects that are coming, not secrets, but things that you see on the forecast that be opportunities for other local businesses that want to get invested here in the area?
Yeah, so the brand new Target shopping center brings a lot of high-end commercial, retail, out parcels, restaurants, opportunities for businesses to locate within at that location. We've had manufacturing businesses that have located Fuquay-Varina, or existing businesses that are expanding here in Fuquay-Varina. It brings job opportunities here in our area. Our downtowns I mentioned. our downtown business owners are investing in their buildings, and whether it's the outside streetscape or investing in their inside of their buildings for shops. Right here beside Town Hall where we're at, we have a downtown mixed-use project we've been working on with a developer, and that's going to be a lot of high-end, neat new retail spaces on the ground floor and some residential opportunities, and just a great economic landscape in our future.
Absolutely. I think that gives a lot of opportunities for someone that does want to invest or be in the Fuquay market. There's going to be a lot of places that they can pick from to be able to grow their business for sure.
One thing I can tell you from the past few years is individuals' businesses, their business has grown, they're bigger, they're larger, they have more customers, and property values are up also at the same time. And as you know, in real estate, nobody wants their property value to go down.
No, absolutely
so we're proud
not.
of that.
Absolutely, you should be. So one of my last questions, what advice do you have for home buyers considering Fuquay as their new home? I know that you've called it home for quite some time, and as with your wife and your children, what do you think is something that you would tell another home buyer that's looking and comparing us to other places in the Wake County market?
Okay. Well, Fuquay-Varina has something for everybody, and I encourage anybody that's looking to live in this area, come check out Fuquay-Varina. We talked about our great downtown, our great outdoor amenities, our parks and rec facilities. We have a splash pad. We didn't talk about that earlier.
Everybody loves the splash pad.
That's a lot of fun.
They
lots of traffic infrastructure investments that are coming. 540 will be opening up in the spring, and so we're a great place whether you want to live, work, and play here, or you want to live here and one spouse commutes toward military bases and the other one commutes into downtown Raleigh. We're just a great location for anybody to live at.
Right, and I like the dash more that you're saying is the slogan.
That's our tagline.
Yeah, that's your
Fuquay-Varina
tagline.
is a dash more.
A dash more than others. No, I really truly think as someone that's lived in the area my entire life, to see Fuquay still holding on to its roots and its small town feel with the two downtowns, but also the expansion and growth. I think you guys have done just a fantastic job, and I'm proud to be a business owner in the area to help bring more people here. So,
well, thank you. I'm proud of our town. As I mentioned, it grew from 2,000 people to 45,000 people here, and we still have our unique charm in our downtown, and that's what keeps us being a great place.
So, another thing, what's your plans after mayor? You got any bigger plans than mayor?
Well, I've got two great little kids at home. I look forward to them graduating high school one day and going off to college, and great opportunities right there with my family and working here locally in our community. But I love being here in Fuquay-Varina. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon or moving away. I'll be here till my kids have kids one day.
Absolutely. So thank you so much for your time. I know you have a busy schedule and a lot on your plate, and just allowing us to ask you a couple of questions to give our buyers some intake of what Fuquay is and kind of get it from the man, the mayor, is a privilege to us. So really, truly appreciate that.
Well, thank you for taking the time to see me today. Anytime I can brag about Fuquay-Varina, I want to brag about Fuquay-Varina, and I encourage you to do the same thing. So thank you for all of your help.
Absolutely.